National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Steelers' sure-handed wide receiver. He comes into this one 5th in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Steelers and the Saints, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. A dangerous return man showing it here. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
The connection made. It's Graham.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Coming left is Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at the Steeler defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3-and-out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 65 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
7 yards there, the first down. The Steelers at 10-4 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. You look at the Steeler defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend to the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Steelers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Breeze now to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On play action, now Breeze. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop any like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Breeze. This to Graham on the short pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Breeze. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll send Austin in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now it's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Breeze.
There's Chris Olave.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. This to Graham on the short pass.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
What do you say, hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went in and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside. They sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
The Steelers' 39-yard line.
Here's Breeze. He gets it to Cooks. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, it's Breeze. This to Graham on the short pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze now. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And there's Cooks in motion right.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Kamara trying again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board. It's still trailing. It's 7-3. So now able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see if this one continues.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Throwing now is Breeze. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. This 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6.
To throw is Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get out to the 43-yard line. Breeze going to throw. Olave holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later.
They got his man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. 7 yards there and a first down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Josh Allen with a touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Jerron Brown has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that one all tied. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third down and 1.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Roethlisberger will throw.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Now they'll run on the ball. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And down he goes Bengals taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
That's the forward Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Breeze. It's caught left side by Coates.
And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Now Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Graham. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Breeze now to throw.
And he is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for him.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints have come back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets him right back in this football. football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Now Roethlisberger. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 33, here's a second down and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And tough sledding. Get maybe a yard. Stop short of 35.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Here's Breeze to throw.
This one taken in by Olave.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
There's Breeze.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there.
There's a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Kamara up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
His dad certainly had a few of these. Joey Porter Jr. there for the sack.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Breeze now. The pass caught by Olave. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. It's caught outright by Graham. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now Roethlisberger.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing now is Breeze. This to Graham on the short pass. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the
To throw, it's Breeze.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
brings up 2nd and 3.
Breeze going to throw. This to Graham on the short pass. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Breeze to throw again.
It's Graham again with the catch, just like the last play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Breeze. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Breeze.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Breeze again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Breeze now to throw.
The throw out right going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They run. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
To try here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that was a 13-play drive in total. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
First down, Pittsburgh.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your own crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a